experience at Western was pretty phenomenal. I worked on the Herald for, I would say, 3 out of the 4.5 years I was here. Maybe 4, maybe 3.5 years. But I worked on the Herald for a really long time, and the experience just made me ready for the real world. And also because I really love this age. I had such a great time when I was in college, and this is a time where you open doors for yourself. You get experiences and you learn things you never would have thought that you had ever learned, and I just wanted to be in that atmosphere. I'm also from Kentucky, and I just was familiar with the quality of work being done here, and I just thought, if I'm going to go into college media, it needs to be at the Herald, because that's the best in the country, in my opinion.
Sophomore year, the first semester back from COVID, came in and basically just took a position that was open, which was softball reporter, and that's still probably the most fun I've had, was just a semester covering a softball team. I got to watch them beat Kentucky, who was ranked at the time. Got to follow them to the conference championship, which we got to host, so I got to see them win a championship on home turf. That was pretty fun, and then they made the tournament. It was a good experience. I got to follow the whole storyline all the way through, and I just kind of strengthened my appreciation for journalism. And then over the summer, I just applied for sport editor. So now, don't do a lot of reporting. I mostly just do a lot of the editing work, but it's still good work, and it'll look good on a resume when I'm out of here. So
I think student publications in the Herald provide a good community for journalistic students, people in the School of Media. I think journalism in general is a lot more close-knit than people usually think it is. I think everybody in this industry somehow knows everybody, and I think getting to know people here has been super helpful. And I think in the future, in a more professional setting, I think that's definitely going to come back, and I'm going to see a lot of the people that I've met here.
A stove is a stove, no matter where you go.
A patty is a patty, that's what I say.
A grill is a grill, this is surely so.
And fries should be fries either way.
But this grill is not a home, this is not the stove I know.
I would trade it all away if you come back to stay. This kitchen's not the same without you. It's just a greasy spoon.
Just a greasy spoon without you.
The rush to get home on a rainy afternoon is sometimes taken for granted.
Truly left their lives at some point in the last week or so, walked away from home, left everything where they thought it would be, and they came back, and so many people don't have that.
Those people who evacuated areas affected by recent hurricanes may not have homes to rush to now. That's where the Red Cross comes into play.
So without our volunteers, we would not have relief efforts. We wouldn't have people there opening shelters, feeding the ones that are victims of these storms.
The volunteers across the country helping victims of all kinds of disasters. But several right here in South Central Kentucky are doing their part by collecting monetary donations, which help make an immediate impact in areas affected the most.
It's the great thing about it. You can't send a case of bottled water that quick. You can't send a box of new shoes down there that quick. Those dollars are there. They can buy those things that they need and they want. And that's why we really focus on the money.
I've seen what, home fires, tornadoes, just all these different types of disasters and how it affects families and the ones that are around them, and we're there to be there for them.
Standing in the cold temperatures and constant rainfall, these volunteers have collected nearly $10,000 to help victims of recent disasters.
But the people donating it want to thank us for making it possible. And truly, they're the ones that deserve the thanks.
Simply put, every dollar matters. In Bowling Green, Dalton Godby, 13 News.